back to the police station. I'll be there soon. Just need to survey the area for technology.
Always on. Good behavior. Guess they're not interested in sharing, huh?
Paladin Danse. Glad to see you alive and well, sir.
Are we in luck?
Always on good
sir?
behavior,
Mission
aren't you?
accomplished. We have the transmitter.
Finally, some good news for a change. Nice work, sir.
I didn't do it alone. Halen, Reese, it's time to welcome our newest recruit to the Brotherhood. She shows a lot of promise, and with the proper guidance, I think she has the potential of becoming one of the best.
When do I get to head up to the Prydwen?
Paladin Danse will decide when you're allowed up there. Until then, I'm afraid you're...
So you decided to stay, huh? I expected you to take your payment.
Are you upset that I'm staying?
Maybe. Got enough trouble stomping muties and ferals. I don't need something else to work.
Reese, that's enough. Like it or not, you're going to have to learn to work together. And you need to understand what it means to be a part of the Brotherhood. We're not soldiers of fortune. We're an army, and we've dedicated our lives to uphold a strict... If you intend to stay within our ranks, you need to obey our tenets without question.
You gonna teach me this code of ethics?
If you were paying attention in ArcJet, you should have learned some of it already. The rest will become apparent as you spend time with your fellows. Now, since I know you're eager to get started, I'll get right to the point. I only ask for two things from anyone under my command: honesty and respect. You fall in line, you stay in line. I give you an order, and you follow it. There's one last order of business I wanted to get out of the way. I'm going to recommend you to be awarded the rank of Knight. Now, nothing's official until you speak to Elder Maxson, but I wanted you to be the first to know.
Does this mean I'm one of you now?
As far as I'm concerned, yes.
Ad Victoriam, Knight.
She doesn't even know what that means, Halen.
Ad Victoriam means to victory. In our eyes, defeat is unacceptable, because we're fighting for the future of mankind. Our rallying cry is more powerful than any weapon you could ever carry. Remember that. Now, I've received orders that we're both to report to the Prydwen. However, if you want to run a few ops for Scribe Halen or Knight Reese first, I'll leave the choice up to you. Let me know when you're ready to mount.
Always on good.
Excuse me.
All right, out with it. What's your game?
Paladin Danse.
Are you ready to head up to the ship?
Of course I am. I've never seen anything so impressive.
Takes your breath away, doesn't it? We call our ship the Prydwen. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major... If she's here, Elder Maxson's here.
Who's Elder Maxson?
He's a dangerous man, that's what he is.
Maxson is the commander of this division of the... He's the model of what every brother...
Right.
If we're going to war, I can promise you that he'll be leading. That being said, you're about to get to know the Prydwen. I've received orders that we're both to report. Follow me up to the roof of the police station.
Always on good behavior, aren't you? on good behavior, aren't you? Going up?
That minigun in front of you is loaded and ready to fire. If you spot anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals. The Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. I wish everyone down there believed in our cause. But they've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. We're on final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions. There she is. It's been far too long since I've been aboard. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
Always on good behavior, aren't you?
Excuse me, Paladin Dance.
There's Lancer Captain Kells.
Blue.
Follow me.
Yo.
Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted, and welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I field promoted her to Initiate, and I'd like to sponsor her entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Prydwen and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Maxson's address is being held on the command deck. Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth scum can be fatal. Shelter and supplies at the police station in Cambridge.
So, you're the one Paladin Danse has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
Then what's a soldier supposed to look like?
A soldier is supposed to be an efficient killing machine, not a relic from the past playing catch-up with the rest of the world. If Danse hadn't stepped in and vouched for you, we wouldn't even be having this conversation, accepting outsiders like yourself. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal. As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
What exactly is your mission here?
I'm not at liberty to say. Elder Maxson will be addressing the crew shortly. And I'm certain all... Now, was there anything?
Not even a hint? Come on, I deserve it.
No. You'll just have to wait until Elder... Now dispense with the question. That's all for now. Your orders are to proceed to the command.
Right.
If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
Yeah, where can I get power armor?
Only knights are allowed to wear Brotherhood power armor. And you're no knight. Not yet. Until Elder Maxson grants you that title. Anything else?
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate.
Always on good behavior, aren't you?
I can't talk to you right now. Maxson is preparing to address...
Always on good behavior, aren't you?
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose. And beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Advent. Victorium.
Ad Victorium.
Ad Victorium.
You're going into the Institute
Excuse
alone?
me, Elder Maxim.
Sounds like a suicide mission to me.
Hey there.
Our vertibirds should give us the air superiority
Elder.
we need to
I
win
care
this
about
war.
them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
Care about them? I thought we were preparing for war.
The Brotherhood is here to prevent a war by starting one of our own. The difference is, our war won't reduce civilization to...
Sure. What do you want from me?
I want you to start taking responsibility for this planet. To start making a difference. And from what I've read in Paladin Dance's reports, you've already begun that journey. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Prydwen and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Prydwen, soldier. Make us proud.
Always on good behavior, aren't you?
Elder Maxon, I have a set of plans to build a signal interceptor to get me inside the Institute.
An intriguing proposal that I'll have to seriously consider. However, before I allow any of my soldiers to breach the Institute, careful preparations need to be made.
Always on...
Hey,
What can I do? Always on good behavior, aren't you?
maybe,
Oh yeah, sure. I'm just talking. Always on good behavior, aren't you?
Internal monitoring active. Looks quiet.
Always on good behavior, aren't you?
sir. Nothing new. Good. Carry on, Knight.
you always pry this much into the motives of...
Just the ones I find particular. I appreciate it. Too few, of course, in my experience, if you want to do real good. I mean, look at Diamond City. Oh, Piper, why don't you ever publish anything happy? It's enough to make me want to hang up my hat some days.
Sounds like it must...
No kidding. Sure, it can be... A night doesn't go by, because I know the truth.
The truth create...
I'm not saying it. I've seen firsthand with the truth. Our dad, he was part of the local militia. Keeping the... Well, one day... Well, I didn't buy it. I start making inquiries. He was gonna leave. My dad found... I tried talking. The mayor sure wanted to talk after that.
I'm sorry about your dad.
Thanks. But hey, it's just nice to talk.
Congratulations on the promotion, Knight. Advic... Advictorium, sister.
Knight? So how did it look out there?
We've got a lot of work ahead
Paladin
of us, brother.
dance.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
There.
Where are you
Try
going?
it now.
We still have some
Nothing.
things to discuss.
I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago. You can't fix it.
I can fix it. You're the one who decided to kick your way through a mire work. Got it.
Proctor Ingram said she needed this suit tested yesterday.
Yeah, I get it. Just... what if I miss?
Don't.
Okay, sure. Firing. Everything holding together?
Trust me. You know.
Good. Firing.
All right, all right. Everything looks nominal. And you didn't scuttle the ship. Thanks, Initiate.
Sure. Anytime. Thank God.
Do you know what a 10-pound cockroach can do to a buoyancy regulator?
I can guess.
Don't get smart. You want to see the Brotherhood's greatest warship brought down by bots? If you run into any synths, shoot to kill. We don't take prisoners.
Never forget, you are the eyes and the ears of the Brotherhood. If you see
There.
or hear
That
any
should hold.
suspicious-
Thank you, sister.
You know, we wouldn't have to worry about them getting out if they weren't on the ship.
Maxon might
Your
appear
concerns are
compassionate,
noted, Scribe.
but I
Give
can
Proctor
assure you,
Ingram my
the
thanks for
Institute
letting me
will
borrow
face
you.
its wrath. The human-looking synths are the worst. They hide in plain sight. You haven't lived until you've tipped a Brahmin with a vertebra. Now that's a challenge.
Well, if anyone could figure out a good use for it.
You're an inspiration to us all, Knight. Do us proud.
Dance.
There you are. How did it go with Elder?
Maxon seems so young compared to everyone else.
Don't let his age fool you. Maxon's a brilliant tactician, a formidable warrior, and possesses an ideal. I'd follow him anywhere.
Why are you so confident in his abilities?
A decade ago, the Brotherhood had almost gone completely astray. The Elder before Maxon sent us down a path that was leading nowhere. He was more concerned about charity than the preservation. But when Maxon took over, he single-handedly reprioritized the Brotherhood from this ship and its crew.
Sure. I was very impressed with him.
Exactly. Without his determination, I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up,
Don't worry. I'll be careful.
Good. Because we've got a lot of work ahead of us, and I don't want anything slowing us down. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get... Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
Piper,
Heading my way?
you sure you want to travel with me?
Well, it's that, or get back to writing the paper. I guess the paper can wait.
Sure, let's go.
Will do.
Exercise extreme caution out there, Piper.
I can handle myself, soldier boy.
Remember, we're out here representing the Brotherhood.
Hey, Piper.
Make them proud.
Heads up.
Where to?
Wait there.
Okay.
Come on.
I'll be here then. Talk to me.
Make it. Quick. We have a lot of ground to cover.
I'd gladly lay down my life if it keeps humanity from repeating the apocalypse.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
What are you doing with all these books?
I suppose I could stop working for a moment.
Which books contain pertinent...
Technical volumes, repair manuals, design philosophies, medical research. Anything. That's why I consider everything.
Makes sense to get rid of the trash.
Well, I'm pleased you agree. There are other scribes, since it's obvious that you aren't.
Just learning my way.
Learning your way around. Ah, I see. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting... Unfortunately...
Maybe I could lend it.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
What kind of medical exam? I feel fine.
There's nothing to be alarmed about. I just have a few simple questions about your medical history. It's my responsibility to make sure that you don't bring anything up here that could pose a threat. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to... First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
Wouldn't Vault-Tech's screening process have caught this already?
Vault-Tech's screening process? Let me check my notes here. You were a Vault Dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. Okay, second, have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a...
Have you had problems with the crew catching diseases?
Well, yes, actually. It's not unusual for our recon teams to stumble across contaminated environments. We don't want a single crewman infecting... Anyway, this exam is about you, so... Have you had or come in contact with anyone carrying a
Honestly, I don't remember.
Well, You don't appear to be suffering from any long-term ill effects, so I'll assume you haven't. Third question, and please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
That happens often enough for you to have a question about it?
You'd be surprised how many Wastelanders answer yes to that question. Fortunately, the Brotherhood finds that type of behavior absolutely distasteful. Since you haven't spent too much time in the Wasteland, I'll assume your answer is no. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
That's more of a morals question, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I feel that the mental state of the crew is just as... Anyone that hesitates firing in combat due to misguided morals. So what about you?
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever it takes to defend myself.
That's an acceptable answer. And the most... Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
I'm pleased we were assigned to the same team. I think we can learn a lot from each other.
Excuse me.
You think the Commonwealth looks bad? You should see the capital wasteland.
Yes?
We'll stop the Institute. For Maxon and for the Brotherhood.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. What were you expecting? The last batch of recruits we took on were Wastelanders. Dirty, beaten up, looking for a handout. They were desperate and looking for an easy out. You? Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, my name's Ingram. And this lovely little grease pit is where you... If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Prydwen's about to crack...
Is this where I get my power armor?
Ha! That's always the first... Let's see... I just fixed up a pretty decent T-60 suit. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. It's sitting in Bay 3. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
You feel like telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Would it help if I promised not to tell anyone else?
Okay. Get you off my back about it. I was fighting with the Brotherhood in the capital wasteland. Our position was along a ridge line overlooking the battlefield. I'd say it was a 100-foot drop.
You weren't aboard the Prydwen?
The Prydwen wasn't under Maxon's command at the time. If she'd had been there, the battle wouldn't have been... To make a long story short, the ridge sheared most of the cliff right off. And if I hadn't been test piloting one of the power armor suits...
Your power armor helped you survive the fall?
Yeah, it took the brunt of the impact. But I don't know if I'd call it surviving. The suit was trashed after it landed. Haven't walked since. Anyway, if you need any work done on your power armor, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now if you'll excuse me, I need to get...
I can't believe super mutants were human once. How could science have gone so wrong?
Hey there.
Can't talk right now. Gotta clean the Mirelurk scat off my boots.
Proctor. Hi.
The Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you head out.
Proctor Ingram.
Can you tell Kells if he wants things fixed, he needs to keep the damn ship steady? Just fixed a few power armor mods and gave them to Tegan. You might want to check them out.
Ingram?
Ugh, my list of maintenance fixes keeps getting longer and longer.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in the...
Why are you in there?
I'm glad you asked. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's... The powers that be have me locked in here. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this...
Wait, buy them? Since when does the military...
Since someone dropped a whole bunch of bombs and blew up keeping the Brotherhood supplied takes caps. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm mostly interested in weapons, of course.
What sort of extra work are we talking?
Oh, no. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and... And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, after you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need...
Tegan.
What brings you to me today?
Let me see what you have.
Got some choice weapons that you...
Hail, Knight.